Yo, it's Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, your king in black.
And welcome to another episode of the Angry Blerds podcast.
The nerds are black and the nerds are angry.
Alright, Samir, go ahead and get your news out the way, because I already know it. Go ahead and get the last one you posted out the way. Get your shit off, because, you know, you like to shit on everything I love, apparently.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's right. Lois and Clark are ending. Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Superman and Lois is ending after 4 seasons on the CW, which concludes the DC era of CW. And
the funny thing is, I said this last week when I said that, you know, they cut the writer room in half. I'm like, this is probably more than likely going to be the last season. So, thank you, Nexstar, for just basically tanking the CW. You did to the CW what Elon Musk did to Twitter.
I mean, the Valentiverse is dead, bro.
Samir, I'm not just talking about that. They also cut Walker, the season of Walker in half.
Walker, Texas Ranger?
Stop it. Specifically just Walker for that reason. Okay? But no, they cut the season of Walker in half. So it went from 26 to 13 episodes. And, I mean, there haven't really been any updates on that, but that's probably going to be next to get canceled. So it's like, You take a fantastic portrayal of Clark Kent and Lois Lane and Tyler Hoechlin and Bitsy Tulip, and everything was stellar. Sell the network, have these people take it over, and just basically more or less run it into the ground. Bro, they have no original content. Everything they have is like imported or from like some type of streaming service. Bro, they aired the fucking Zac Efron show that was on Netflix on the CW. Like his nature show or whatever it was.
Wait. Come again?
Yeah. They aired Zac Efron's Netflix show on the CW.
I mean, I don't watch the CW anyway, but that's funny.
They're importing a bunch of Australian shows that they're pulling off because you know why? No one's watching them. Like, that network is basically dead, bro. Only thing I had left was Superman and Lois and Walker, and I'm pretty sure Jared Padalecki is probably going to leave Walker after this season. If shit keeps going this way, I mean, like I said, there's already nothing else on there. But it is what it is. It would have been nice if, you know, when James Gunn was like, oh, you know, we're going to keep everything uniform. I mean, you got a perfect Superman right there with Tyler Hoechlin. The only difference is he has kids. I mean, and we don't still know the full aspects of what Superman Legacy is going to be about. And the only lingering thing you have from the Arrowverse is it's not even really the same thing, is Diggle. Because Diggle exists on the Earth that Superman and Lois take place on. But yeah. Fuck the CW. So, I want to get into a little bit of finances. Because apparently I forgot that I shared this story and I posted it twice. So, the House of Mouse. You know, this is going to be a little bit of streaming news. So, Disney is planning to buy the remaining 8% of Hulu from Comcast, which will basically make it a majority shareholder. Okay. So, the estimated purchase for Comcast's shares of Hulu is a whopping $8.61 billion. And they have to actually, you know, take it or leave it by December 1st. So here's my thing for this. So we have Disney Plus, we have Hulu. You can either get them separate or you can get the bundle. So does Hulu get absorbed into Disney Plus? Is this going to be like a Funimation Crunchyroll type situation or what? Because if y'all still going to be yanking people for two different services when you have some of the same shows on both services, it makes no sense. Like, perfect example, Echo. is going to be airing simultaneously on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Yes.
Like that's the first time that's happened with a Disney Plus show. They waited until Secret Invasion was done to put it on Hulu, but even then, I think that was just for a limited time. There's no other Disney Plus show on Hulu that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, I'm not even just talking about Marvel. I'm also talking about Star Wars or just original Disney Plus programming. Like nothing. Like you might have like some Nat Geo stuff for like the Jeff Goldblum show, but I think that just airs on the National Geographic Channel. Don't know. But so what are your thoughts on this $1 billion acquisition? Because I know you hate when these things happen, because we complained about it was when what the hell did we complain about last year?
Discovery and HBO Max.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is going to affect the platform. And so far, Max has been less than nominal. So who knows? Maybe the House of Mouse can do it better.
And that's another thing. So I got an email today from Max. So you know how Netflix has different tiers of streaming, like Max does, obviously, where you can have XYZ amount of users using it at once. Yeah. So with Max, you could use I have the 4K plan. It's 3 users, $15.99 a month. Bro, they just demoted it to 4K, but 2 users at one time.
Do you even know that?
I've never heard of it. Several people have my Max account.
Yeah,
Jared does. My sister does.
They can get their own.
My dude. This from the guy who uses his sister's Netflix.
I do. Yeah.
This from the guy who's using someone else's Disney Plus.
Not anymore.
I said was. And what'd you say? You're not a homeowner yet. No, before that, you said, what'd you say? I'm a homeowner.
No, I said not anymore.
Before that, dummy, when I said,
that's it. I don't know what you thought I said. I didn't say it. I don't know why I don't know. My brain don't go back that far. I'm thinking about something else.
Bro, that was like 2 minutes ago. Fix your shit. But, so yeah, I mean, what sense does that make to scale back, because what if I'm watching something and, my sister's also watching something, and I just gave Arsenio the password and everything so he can watch The Righteous Gemstones, which he probably hasn't already.
You're gonna kick off a bunch of people.
Yeah, and I hate that shit. Because now they're like, oh, if you have more than 2 users, we're gonna hit you with a surcharge. Excuse the fuck out of me. And this is why I said streaming is trash. It's the fucking ghetto up in this bitch.
So I would agree with you, but I still think it's better than cable.
I'm not even talking about the cable at this point. I'm just all about the physical. It's like, just put all these shows on Blu-ray. I'll buy them. Okay? I will fucking buy them.
That sounds terrible also.
How does that sound terrible, Samir?
You gonna buy all that stuff?
The stuff I watch? Yeah. I ordered Loki. It's just sold out at the moment. Perfect example. You wanted to watch Grease, Rise of the Pink Ladies. Now, what if you couldn't find any way to, sell the 7 Seas for that, and it's no longer on Paramount Plus?
Oh, I can though. But I can.
I said, Samir, I specifically said, what if I really want to?
What if my aunt had a mustache? She'd be my uncle. I mean, I can't answer that question.
Women can grow facial hair, right?
Yes, they can.
So why would that be your uncle? She's still a woman. She just got his beard. That's what I mean when I say you be saying some dumb shit.
That is a great question, Bernard. What if your aunt had a mustache? She would be your aunt still. Yes, very, very astute. The point is, Bernard, I don't have a point of reference because I know how to pirate media if I need to, and I have other platforms to get to.
You're not really helping at all. I don't know what the hell you're looking at, but it obviously has your attention. Go on, next story, man. I'm over it.
So big news. At least big news for horror fans. So we're getting a sequel to It Follows called They Follows. Micah Monroe and David Robert Mitchell are coming back to shoot the next film. And the principal photography will start in 2024. So yeah, I'm excited.
Possibly.
I'm pretty sure it's done.
Bro, I really felt like this movie didn't need a sequel.
How so?
Bro, it was basically a movie. It was basically a walking PSA about unprotected sex, more or less. Yeah, there was a horror element to it, but...
So you don't think those themes can be carried over to a sequel, even if that is the case? It is, but do you don't think those things can be carried over to a sequel?
Oh, no, it can. I just don't feel like it's going to make any money.
That's not saying it's not going to be good. That's just saying people don't want to see it.
Once again,
that's not an argument.
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not saying it's not going to be good. I'm just saying people probably aren't going to see it. We see how movies are doing in theaters nowadays.
the first one's budget was,
and that movie is also low. A decade old,
right? But it's pretty low. So hang on, let's see how much the budget was. It was $1.3 million. So honestly,
and it had a bunch of nobodies in it, and it was like also an independent movie, wasn't it?
At the time. Yeah, it was. At the time, Michael Monroe was undiscovered. Kerr Gilchrist was also undiscovered at the time. He's been
he was on the United States of Terror by then. He did that one movie with Zach Galifianakis, so he was the only one who kind of had any type of notoriety.
Yeah, but it's kind of a funny story. Was barely also. I mean, that was barely out there either. And in fact, it's kind of a funny story. Was $8 million budget with $6 million box office. That movie wasn't that big either. This was probably his breakout role. Technically, I don't know, maybe not. It's hard to say. In United States of Terror, I mean, come on, how big was his role in that?
He was in the main cast. He played Toni Collette's son and Brie Larson's sister.
Brie Larson was on that show?
Yes, she got in the webcam and then sat on a cake. He gonna go look up that scene.
Why would I look at that scene?
You want to see Brie Larson sit on a cake?
I mean, that's not what gets my rocks off. I mean, I got kinks, it's not that one.
Okay. But yeah, it's just like sometimes standalone horror films are cool. Everything doesn't need a sequel. Because
that's a guy that's a huge Scream fan.
Yes. But those movies also tend to intertwine with like the last one. It's just like, how can you update this story is basically what I'm trying to get to. It's like, what can you add to it besides new people?
All right, so who knows what this guy...
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But who knows what this guy's going to do to his script. And the first one came to him in a dream. So I say give him a shot. This movie came out. It was a sleeper. It was a sleeper hit. It was a dark horse. It wowed everybody. I would say the guy has our benefit of the doubt.
I know. I bought it.
I'm surprised you actually bought that film. You actually like It Follows?
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
It means you hate horror movies. Every time I say, let's do a movie, I don't really F for horror. I don't really F for horrors. I don't really F for horrors. That's Samir, all you say.
Samir.
Yeah.
Samir, could you be picking those weird horror movies that I don't give two fucks about?
What do you mean weird? It Follows. It's a weird horror movie. That's what. Yeah, that's what also. What is weird, Bernard, because of horror?
I don't know, but look,
that's what I'm saying.
I also went into that movie blind. That when I went to go see It Follows, it was literally a spur of the moment type thing. I went to go see a movie with Penny, and only thing that was left was like, front row neck breaker seats. So we just said, what the fuck is this movie? It Follows, and didn't even watch the trailer. Just
so what you mean to say is not making any preconceived notions on the film based on whether or not you like it, and you were wowed by it.
I wasn't wowed by it. It took me like 8 years to buy the Blu-ray.
Well, I was just like, caught it to everybody.
Samir, I paid to see it in theaters. Did you not just hear that part?
Okay.
So how am I catching up with people if I saw it in theaters?
Took you that long to buy the Blu-ray though? Took you that long to buy the Blu-ray though?
Did you buy the Blu-ray?
I have paid to see it twice.
Okay, sure you did. All right.
Yeah, I did in theaters.
Mm-hmm. Bro, you've been on this podcast. You said you never go and see a movie twice. I don't remember what episode it was, but you said that.
Not frequently. I don't see movies twice, but I have paid to see movies. I saw Zootopia twice. I saw the first Avatar twice. Let's see.
No, you saw the first Avatar like 58 times.
No. I mean, in theaters. I've seen a bunch of movies twice, at least in theaters. It happens once in a while because if you go see a movie with one group of friends and another group of friends are, let's go to the movies, and you have nothing to do that afternoon, you go see a movie again. What's the big deal?
Money.
If you have a surplus of money at the time, you don't care.
This man act like he been balling his whole life. I've never done that. It's not like I'm gonna go with you and see Shang-Chi and back when Jared was still living here, like, oh man, let's go see Shang-Chi. I already saw it, man. Have fun. Hell, that has happened multiple times. I go see a movie with you, then Jared then be like, oh yeah, let's go see this. I'm like, man, I already saw it with Samir. You took too long. Now well.
Oh, well, I have watched movies multiple times.
All right.
Because of separate group of friends.
It's always just better to just unite your friend groups, or are you on that George Costanza shit where this group got to stay away from this group?
No, I make friends by osmosis all the time.
Where the worlds are colliding. So, you got any more to chime in on this It Follows story, or can I go ahead and go next because you ain't locked me up? Because once again, you're distracted by something. What the fuck you reading, bro?
I'm I'm setting up another story. I'm probably put out in the next couple of seconds. Go ahead.
Well, can you post it to Reddit so I don't have to fucking struggle to find it like last week when I asked you to with whatever stuff with the Xbox shit?
It's more of a hot take thought piece. I'm gonna list a bunch of stuff.
That's not a story, then. That's a hot take. You and your verbiage, man. Well, anyway, Microsoft sucks.
Why?
So, I don't know if you saw this, Samir, but you are a proud PC owner. So, Microsoft has officially put a ban on all unauthorized third-party controllers and accessories. So, I mean, I don't know how much unauthorized stuff there is out there and don't really know what's authorized.
Actually, this is funny because I haven't even heard of this. So, I haven't heard of this issue at all. I've been a little busy this week. So, explain the story. Like, what do they mean by unauthorized third-party controllers, and what platform are they talking about? Xbox or PC?
I'm pretty sure it's both because it's all Microsoft. Hold on a second. So I'm going to go ahead and read the story.
Go ahead.
All right. So this is from Engadget. So Microsoft is putting its foot down when it comes to unauthorized controller use. The company has begun banning any third-party Xbox controllers and accessories that aren't part of the quote-unquote designed for Xbox end quote hardware partner program. A gamer posted the news to Recestra after plugging in an Xbox-compatible controller and receiving a notification from the ban. The error code is explained in detail on Microsoft's support blog. From the moment you connect an unauthorized accessory and receive error code 0x82D60002, you'll have 2 weeks to use the accessory, after which time it will then be blocked from use with the console. All right, Microsoft's advice: get in touch with the company that you bought the controller from and return it. A bit savage, but very unclear. All right, so Microsoft's motivation for the crackdown could stem in part from a desire to block cheap devices like Cronus Zen. Fellow gaming companies have been working hard to ban their use during gameplay. Of course, Microsoft's decision could also stem from probable increase in sales of their own controllers and accessories. All right, so Brook Gaming, who actually works on some of the products, they released a statement assuring that customers would spare no effort to identify potential solutions to this new policy. In the meantime, it's likely that the sales and third-party Xbox manufactured products will drop. So I'm guessing it's only on Xbox, so it looks like you're in the clear, my dude.
Why would it? Yeah, that's why I figured. That's why I said it didn't make any sense, because PC, how you gonna lock out all the keyboards, all the controllers? That makes no sense. With that being said, yeah, I can see why it's a big problem, because there's so many third-party controllers and implements you can use on online games. So to stop all the cheating, I kind of see it. Yeah, but at the same time, it does suck, because
Yeah, I think it's fucked up because what if you can't get a refund and now you out like $170 because you bought this scuff controller but like 15 different programmable buttons and shit.
I don't know. Scuff should be ones they let in. Scuff is pretty.
I just use Scuff as an example because it's like one of the most popular third-party controllers.
Yeah, but that other company, what was it Brick? Brook. Which Brook? Yeah, Brook. No,
I literally just said it.
They make some pretty janky stuff though. Like not janky in a pro quality way. Janky in that you can tool the shit out of that stuff sometimes.
Well, I'm so glad I don't have this problem. But like I said, it sucks for anybody who bought a third-party controller. Because what if you got the controller as a gift and you didn't get no gift receipt, and your other controller done broke? Now you got to go shell $70 out for a new controller. It's just ridiculous. All right, Samir.
Yeah.
In the words of Beetlejuice, it's showtime.
Okay then. So I mean, okay, so I was kind of turned off of this game because of its implementation of its narrative, but it's been doing pretty good in the rounds lately and getting a good player count. And I'm talking about Liza P. So Liza P released about a month or so ago, and so far, pretty great reviews. People like it, and it already has a sequel teased and upcoming DLC. So good for the people who love this game.
No, I don't know anyone who plays it.
Yeah, I know. A lot of your friends are kind of basic.
You're also talking about some of your friends as well, motherfucker.
I mean, yeah.
DJ, Devin, Poopa, Kevin, Arsenio.
Actually, I would say Poopa does not have a basic taste in video gaming, and neither does DJ. Actually,
Devin, Kevin, Arsenio. Let's jump his ass next time he's in town, doing like the printer in Office Space.
Arsenio definitely got a basic taste in gaming. Ain't no shame.
Arsenio, shoot him in the leg. We also got to give a congratulations to Arsenio. He actually worked on that NLE Chopper short. That it seems like I was the only one in the whole fucking friend group who watched it. Because he texted to us in the group chat.
I was going to watch it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. You've been off for 2 days. Why you ain't watch it?
I've been busy with stuff. Also, I don't celebrate Christmas. That's offensive.
I don't either. I don't get shit.
All right, your story's next. I just teed it up. I teed it up for you. You happy? Your story's
next. You literally talked for all of 2 seconds. How about you talk about this fucking Nintendo Switch shit?
They losing the Twitch app. So sucks to be Nintendo Switch fans because Nintendo strikes again with its third-party app support. They suck.
You're gonna go into more detail about that? I mean,
I can see when the date they're gonna lose it. Hang on. It says so. Let's see what they mean by soon. At this point, it's removing the eShop is November 6th, which is in like 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, as of this recording. So
I was gonna say,
that sucks to be. So y'all losing something else now.
But
then again, the Twitch app. Do y'all even need a Twitch app?
But if you have it, it will still be available for you.
How is the Nintendo Switch? The Twitch is the only Twitch source you have, though. That's what I'm curious about.
I don't know, but I was trying to tell everyone how long they got until they can actually use the app, but you kept cutting me off.
It really doesn't matter, Bernard. It's going to be gone. Okay. Also, they're working on. Right. Well, this might be because they're working on their next console, which could be released sometime in 2024. So
that makes no sense why. Because if that was the case, because they also have Hulu, YouTube, there's several apps that you can use on the Switch, dude.
That's crazy. I just find it weird. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I just don't use the Switch that way. I don't know. It feels like you have other platforms to use it on.
You don't use your Switch at all. It's just probably in one of the damn boxes or somewhere collecting dust. As a matter of fact, where is your Switch?
It's next to my TV upstairs.
I don't believe you for some reason.
No, it's in its dock. It's not plugged in currently, but it's in the dock sitting there next to my PS5. And I just actually turned on my Asus Ally for a while. Now I want to start playing Diablo 4 again now that the season's out. So yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Motherfucker just be buying shit, just let it be collecting dust. He got a Switch as a goddamn birthday present, and it's just collecting dust. It was a good birthday present. And you barely use that shit. When was the last time you played your Switch? Samir, when was the last time you played your Switch?
I was playing Pokemon. What's this Inquisition?
When was that?
When the new one came out.
You bought Icarus, whatever the hell it was?
No, not Arceus. No, the other one. Crap, why can't I remember the name of this Pokemon game? I was just playing it a little while ago.
A little while ago, it was like 3 years ago.
No, it was like earlier this year.
Okay, you say so. I don't know, man. You seem to be in a little bit of hot water. Your lies, they funneling down the drain.
Why would I be a lie? I own the game. I was playing it earlier this year. I mean, I'm no fan of Nintendo. I don't got to sit there and lie and say I was playing the game. I'll tell you right now, I don't play them very often.
All right. Well, so since Samir can't, I thought he was looking up the name of the game, but I don't know what the fuck he doing. He just typing his ass off for no reason whatsoever.
I was playing Scarlet. That's what it was. I was playing Pokemon Scarlet.
All right. So, as much as I try to stay away from political news, I kind of got to bring this one up because it's also about a movie that we were supposed to review, but somebody didn't see it. I was going to say the dude in the black shirt, but we're both wearing black shirts. So the guy with the glasses.
What movie was
Joe Biden. Yeah. Joe Biden is more worried about AI after watching Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. And honestly, I can't blame him. Because if you would have watched that movie, your anxiety when it comes to artificial intelligence would have went up just a little bit more. Or in my case,
here's my problem I had with the fear of AI.
Can I tell a story? Can I read the article first?
Fine. Go ahead. All
right.
Go ahead.
All right. So Joe Biden signed an executive order on Monday that will govern the development and use of artificial intelligence under a new set of industry standards. Under the new order, AI developers will be required to share safety test results with the government, among other information. So, Bruce Reed, no relation, who is a deputy at the White House Chief of Staff, said that Joe Biden was simultaneously impressed and alarmed by the plentiful deepfake images of himself that appear over the internet. Then he said he saw how it can make bad poetry, and he's seen and heard the incredible and terrifying technology of voice cloning, which can take 3 seconds of your voice and turn it into an entire fake conversation. So Biden's last straw was when he saw Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. The president was cozied up in his Maryland retreat, Camp David, with his perception of AI had changed forever. All right, so go ahead, get your spiel off.
All right, I think the fear of the AI is pretty stupid. So here's the thing: this whole, if you're gonna fear AI and not fear the person sitting next to you or the person across the street, it's silly. All right, humans pose a bigger threat to themselves than anything else on this planet that you can ever create. So quite frankly, if we're already on the political subject, Joe Biden, get on gun control if you're worried about something. All right.
Look at these jokers. No, I'm serious. Look at these fucking shit birds. We can't let them back in, smearing shit on the walls of democracy. Now, hey, I know I'm old as fuck. I get it, America. I'm tired. I'm slowing down. I make Al Pacino look like Timothy fucking Chalamet. I know I wasn't your first choice in 2020. Hell, I wasn't my first choice. You think I like getting a syringe of B12 plunged in my ass every morning just to stay alert enough to run this country? Shit, no. But these are the cards we're dealt, Jack. I'm gonna be so hopped up on goofballs and cocaine, I'm gonna make Don Jr. look normal. Reality is I can't step down and let who? Kamala run? Have you seen her as Veep? Get the fuck out of here. My priorities in 2024. Number one is I'm not the guy who sent a violent clown brigade to kill Nancy Pelosi. So all I can say is a vote for me is a vote for 4 more years of holding fascism at bay. Or as long as this ticker keeps pumping a minimal amount of blood for consciousness. And if you can't tell this is an AI generated voice, then lots of luck in your senior year. Whatever the fuck that means.
Just trying to, but Congress keeps blocking them.
Okay, I get it.
Same way he tried to cancel student debt. Congress said nope. I mean, all right. People need to realize that the president really ain't got no power.
Yes, so what I'm saying
really is so much he can do.
You're correct. So what I'm saying is global warming, gun violence, healthcare, all this stuff will kill you way before AI can. Stop worrying about AI. It ain't happening. All right, no time soon. What is happening is global warming and shitty healthcare and gun violence. All right, you're more likely to die in a mass shooting than anything else.
Dude, once again, Congress. Al Gore tried to warn the government almost 30 years ago about global warming to the point where he wrote a book about it. And did they listen to him? Apparently they didn't, Samir.
Yeah.
So once again, the president is really just a figurehead. It's just like the Queen of England. You know who got all the power in the UK? The prime fucking minister in Parliament.
Yeah, but still fuck the Queen.
I mean, she did, so that's necrophilia.
Yeah, well, who cares? All right, god dang, the British Empire and Parliament can suck my balls. All right,
I'm reeling you in. You ain't got no time for no tangent shit, okay? No more tangents. But yeah, man, I mean, I get it, especially, bro. So since you didn't watch the movie and it's available to watch online, and I'm pretty sure you
I've been getting around to it. Yeah, I'm a little behind on that one.
Bro,
I've been trying to catch my wife up to watching all those Mission Impossibles because now I'm like, I want to watch this movie now.
The entity tricked Ethan into going a certain way, and it got what was Rebecca Ferguson's character's name? I can't remember.
I forget. I just call her Rebecca Ferguson because she's hot.
Yeah, but so
wait, you gonna get a spoiler right there? You suck. Move on. I don't want to hear about talk about this no more. I was gonna watch the movie. You suck. Now you gonna tell me it was spoiler now?
You should have watched it like 3 months ago when we were supposed to review it.
Bro, you better not hope I don't watch something before you, because I'm gonna spoil it for you now. You don't start.
You don't watch nothing before me, bro. I watch every damn thing. I usually watch shit as soon as I get home. That's why I'm sick and tired of Amazon and Disney Plus doing these time releases. It's like, yo, I wanted to watch Invincible season 2 when I got home yesterday. Couldn't. Why? Because now it drops at 8:00 p.m. It's like, stop that shit. And somebody said somewhere Tom Cruise is really proud of the work he's done on this film, but he's also probably laughing. This is wild. But hey, whatever gets our leader to understand the good and bad of AI. But Samir, you got a story? Or you want to go ahead and get into our reviews? Because we're already... Oh, wait, I got the big Marvel story. So you got any more news, or you want to go ahead and get this out the way?
I mean, I got a story. Yeah, I got a story we can get talking about. I don't know. What time are we at? It's only 30 minutes in. What do you mean we got all these reviews? We don't have that many reviews.
What do you... my dude, 4 episodes of Doctor Who, 5 Nights at Freddy's, Gen V, Invincible, Loki. That's 5.
We can cram. First off, Doctor Who can get crammed really quick. We're not going to watch every. We're not going to critique every single episode of Doctor Who. Doctor Who's Doctor Who. So let's just say let's cram that to one review. We'll talk about each episode, but it's not going to be that long or that in depth. You act like it's going to take that long.
No, but we're probably going to be talking about Gen V in depth and Loki and Invincible in depth. So that's probably like 30 minutes right there.
And Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be, spoiler people, we're going to rip on it. The movie is not great, but it's fun that people have fun with.
Well, that's why I didn't mention Five Nights at Freddy's. I only got like 5 minutes of talking about that.
All right.
You got your story?
All right. Yeah. So anyway, speaking of since we're on politics at this point, if you're feeling bogged down by what's been going on in the news and overseas and whatnot with various conflicts in Israel and Palestine and other things like that, there are a number of things you can do to stay abreast of a number of social issues you can do. So I've actually been looking at a bunch of graphic novels by various authors and artists that touch on a number of issues. So, for instance, we have activism, the story of Marjorie, the Stoneman Douglas shooting, which talks about the Stoneman Douglas shooting in Florida. And then we also have other things that's a little more lighthearted, like Go With The Flow, which is a high school student story that embarks on female empowerment and women's health issues. So I'm going to try to talk about one of these a week going forward in the near future. All right, we're going to touch on all these and just have a thought piece on one thing every episode, just one. I'll try to knock out at least a graphic novel a week.
My dude.
Yes.
You gonna be reading these?
Yeah, they're all graphic novels.
Okay, because once again, you just be trying to throw Hail Marys on the podcast without any type of discussion. And I'm like, I ain't got time to read this shit.
I tried discussing with you. You didn't want to talk about it.
When did you try to discuss it with me?
I said, hey, yo, instead of just talking about it on the podcast, we can go ahead and put it in the Twitter bio. You said, no, let's not do that. Let's have a topic about it. I said, okay, then. And this is a topic.
Oh, so this was your way of trying to, sneak the free.
I wasn't thinking anything. You said you would talk about, so we, and not just that, because honestly that sucks too. And there's also a graphic novel I'm talking about. I'm gonna critique a graphic novel next week about that particular issue. Yes. But there's a bunch of other issues that you can talk about. And if you don't want to read books and watch reviews on them, there are a wide plethora of graphic novels that many of them have great art and wonderful writers that can tell you about a number of issues. Anyways, point is, to quote Marcus Garvey before white folks gentrified it, just stay woke.
Did Marcus Garvey say that?
Yeah, he that's where that came from. It was a Marcus Garvey poem.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know the exact one, but yeah, Marcus Garvey wrote a poem, and it was something along the lines of that. That's where the term woke came from. It came from him. And then, then it got co-opted.
Okay.
What, you had to fact check me?
Yes.
Bitch. All right. What are we doing? We talking about Blade now, or are we going to just jump into the reviews? Because it's some stuff we didn't talk about.
It's more than Blade. It's everything Marvel at the moment. All right. So I got a lot of Marvel news. So since Samir already brought up Blade, Mahershala Ali said, you know what, man? If y'all can get this shit together, I'm fucking leaving, okay? Because so far, this movie has gone through 5 writers and 2 directors. And now they want to start over. So they brought in a new writer, Michael Green, who wrote Logan. And now the film is supposed to be being made under a budget of less than $100 million. So here's my question, Marvel, Disney. If y'all can make these movies for less than what they were being made for, why didn't you do that from Jump Street? And why is this one specifically being made with less budget? Is it because he's a black actor?
No, his style is probably not saying the same. It's probably they cut the VFX or something got cut. I don't know. I don't want to be pessimistic, but it sounds like we got a downgrade in quality of this project.
Yeah, at this point, just turn it into a damn Disney Plus show. But, all right. So the main thing that everyone's been talking about more or less throughout the past week. So this is an article from Variety, one of my favorite sources to get all of my, film and television news. So here's the title. Crisis at Marvel. Jonathan Majors' backup plans. The Marvel's reshoots. Reviving original Avengers, and more issues resolved. So this past summer, a group of Marvel creatives, including studio chief Kevin Feige, assembled in Palm Springs for the studio's annual retreat. Most years, the vibe would have been confident, even cocky, given how the premier superhero brand, now owned by Disney since 2009, has remade the entertainment business in its image. But this occasion was angst-ridden. Everyone at Marvel was reeling from the series of disappointments on screen, a legal scandal involving one of its biggest stars, and questions about the viability of the studio's ambiguous strategy to extend the brand beyond movies into streaming. The most pressing issue to be discussed at the retreat was what to do about Jonathan Majors, the actor who had been poised to carry the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but instead is headed into a high-profile trial in New York later this month on domestic violence charges. The actor insists he is the victim, but the damage to his reputation and the chance he could lose the case has forced Marvel to reconsider its plans to center the next phase of its interlocking slate of sequels, spin-offs, and series around Major's villainous character, Kang the Conqueror. At the gathering of Palm Springs, executives discussed backup plans, including pivoting to another comic book adversary like Doctor Doom. But making any shift would carry his own headaches. Majors was already a big presence in the MCU, including as the scene-stealing antagonist in February's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and has been positioned as the franchise's next big thing in this season of Loki. particularly in the finale. So, damn, fucking spoiler much variety, which airs November 9th and sets up Kang as the titular star of the fifth Avengers film in 2026. So, all right. Marvel has truly fucked up the whole Kang angle, says one of the top filmmakers who has seen the final Loki episode, and they haven't had an opportunity to rewrite until recently because of the WGA strike. But I don't see a path to how they move forward with him. Beyond the bad press of majors, the brain trust that Marvel is also grappling with the November release of The Marvels, a sequel to 2019's blockbuster Captain Marvel that has been plagued with lengthy reshoots and now appears likely to underwhelm at the box office. This is an unprecedented turn of fortune for the company that has enjoyed nearly an uninterrupted string of hits ever since it started independently producing movies with 2008 Iron Man. That wildly profitable run culminated in the $2.8 billion success of 2019's Avengers Endgame, a high water mark for the studio that has earned nearly $30 billion for over 32 films. Replicating that kind of phenomenon is never easy. However, the source of Marvel's current troubles can be traced back to 2020. So basically when the pandemic came and basically fucked Disney up because they decided to, hey, let's do Disney Plus and so on and so forth. But according to the plan, there would never be a lapse in superhero fare with either film in theaters or a new television series streaming at any given moment. But the ensuing tsunami of spandex proved too much of a good thing, and the demands of churning out so much programming taxed the Marvel apparatus. Moreover, the need to tease out an interwoven storyline over so many desperate shows, movies, and platforms created a muddled narrative that baffled viewers. All right. So, the Marvel machine was pumping out a lot of content. Did it get to the point where there was just too much, and were they burning people out on superheroes? It's possible. So that was a quote from Wall Street analyst Eric Handler, who covers Disney. I guess he works at Variety. So the more you do, the tougher it is to maintain quality. They tried experimenting with breaking in some new characters like Shang-Chi and the Eternals with mixed results. With budgets as big as those, you need home runs. I think Shang-Chi made bank. Eternals, we already know it didn't. So The Marvels, which opens up, please look that up for me. The Marvels, which opens up on November 10th, will struggle to get the ball past the infield, at least by Marvel's outside standards. The movie, which cost $250 million and sees Brie Larson reprising her role as Captain Marvel, which is tracking to open at $75 to $80 million, which is far below the $185 million Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness took domestically in his debut weekend last year. So,
all right, I don't know about that tracking. I mean, look, you can track all you want. You don't know until it drops. With that being said, though, okay, first off, Shang-Chi, it made the budget was anywhere from 150 to 200 million, and it banked in 430. That's okay.
You said 150 to 200?
Yeah. And
no, that's not okay. That's not okay.
It barely broke even.
Yeah, that's like Fast X.
Yeah, and it's oof. All right. I mean, I love Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was a good movie too. It sucks that they don't have enough. Anyways, so the problem, I don't know. They're in a moment here because right now, as a fan, or at least reluctant fan of Marvel, the MCU, they don't have a real horse in the race right now. It's like Brie Larson is done because she's tired of the BS. Blade is almost dead in the water. They dropped Jonathan Majors for the nonsense that happened to him.
Yet. He's not dropped yet.
It's looking dicey.
They're talking about it. So basically, what they want to do is they want to basically, I don't know, maybe in the Kang Dynasty, have Doom come out of right field, kill Kang, take the power.
That's dumb. That's dumb. That would be dumb. Okay, no, let the man let Kang be your big bad. Okay, Jonathan Majors been good so far. What?
Samir, they're thinking about what if he gets found guilty. So they're thinking of a backup plan. Samir,
that case is already blown out of the water. They know what's going on. All right?
Samir, he's a black man who got accused of hitting a white woman in New York.
Yeah, I know. Why? Because racist cops. This is why I say ACAB. All right, so pretty knows they all assholes.
So This article is very lengthy. I'm not going to read all of it. That was more or less a quarter of it. So basically, I also think Nia DaCosta doesn't give two shits about the Marvels either, because Marvel seems to have this thing where they need to have all their hands in the bucket and don't let the director do what the director does. That's the main reason Joss Whedon left after Age of Ultron. That's why Edgar Wright left Ant-Man. That's why Scott Derrickson didn't come back for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Everybody's giving Nia DaCosta crap because she's working on pre-production on another movie she's directing, while also working on post-production of the was working on post-production of the Marvels. But yeah, man, it's very tricky. I mean, I'm a little disappointed now because I just spent $50 on this big ass book. If you're looking at the screen,
Glare.
The Marvel Studios, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and official timeline. So, remember that Spider-Man book I had back in the day, the official guide?
Was that necessary? I mean, do you, man? If you want to put that on your shelf, great. I don't know if that's necessary, but the timeline is pretty easy to read.
Yeah, but this also fixed like a lot of errors that are in the timeline. Like the main one that everyone had an issue with was Spider-Man: Homecoming. How the hell did that take place 8 years later? Because when they did that whole 8-year time jump or whatever at the beginning of the movie, where what was it? Remember the cold opening with damage control, and then they did the time jump with Peter going to Germany.
Yeah.
So that it fixes a lot of errors. So this
that
is actually
like an error to me. That seemed like it made sense.
No, I mean as far as the year goes.
I guess I have a problem with that.
And this, I mean, yeah, because you just watch shit, then you just be like, okay.
Don't say that. Because if anyone who just watches shit is you, okay?
Okay, how so?
When no symbolism if it bit him in the face.
Like literally, like I'm looking at the content. So basically, it starts with the distant past, and it breaks it down to the 30s, 40s, 50s, the 60s, the 70s through the 90s to 2000 to 2010s, all the way up until like 2018 to 2023. And then also 2025, then it does a breakdown of Vibranium and What If. So, but I'm also still waiting for my book from Joanna Robinson, the MCU, the Rise of Marvel Studios. That's supposed to be getting delivered tomorrow. I hate Amazon sometimes because I ordered all this stuff at the same time, and it was just like,
I don't know. I have no problem.
You'll get this stuff. So you've never had your order split?
You can not split them. Just put them together.
No, I tried that. So I got this and some new AirPod tips one day.
I don't know what to tell you,
and the book
Bernard.
is coming on Saturday.
I don't know what to tell you, Bernard. You just have the words. Did you step on a leprechaun or something and just you cursed yourself? Is that what happened? Is there like a dead leprechaun on the bottom of your shoe right now?
I would have made
and his family cursed you. You had the worst looking everything. That's why I don't like Amazon. Like, why my own packages get on time every time? What's wrong with you? Oh, I never get stuff on time. It's like you complain. So you had some weird. Every time you come with some weird anecdote about how something doesn't work for you. It's so funny.
You always add some extra shit to it. I never said I never get them on time. I just said this one time they split my fucking order.
Then why would you say you hate Amazon? They're not a perfect system. Nothing is completely perfect. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to hate Amazon.
Because I wanted to read that book, because this is basically a coffee table book for me.
Okay, well, look, like I said, there's a lot of reasons to hate Amazon, but that ain't one of them. All right, just saying.
Who said I hate Amazon? I just said they suck for one damn thing.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
Look, sir, you put words in your mouth. All right?
Okay, stop twisting my fucking words. Is that better?
No.
Well, I really hope they don't recast or decide to kill off Kang, because
I hope they keep him
like
at his original capacity that they had him at before. That's what I want. Don't change his capacity. You were planning to make him the big bad, the era of this current Marvel. Then go ahead. It's like I don't know who's going.
These are just random people talking at the summit to Kevin Feige. So I have a question. So I was listening to the Ringerverse podcast today. Shout out to the Midnight Boys and dudes at the Ringerverse. And they were also talking about this Variety article. So they actually raise a very interesting question. Do you think after Endgame, Marvel should have just like went cold for like 2 or 3 years and just let everyone live with the ramifications of Endgame?
It's hard to say. I don't know if that would have been the right thing to do. Maybe. I mean, no, because what made everything go sideways was the pandemic, Chadwick Boseman passing away, and yeah, if they didn't lose steam because of those two huge factors, they would have been fine. But they had to course correct severely from the Chadwick Boseman thing because the Black Panther was supposed to drive the MCU going forward. Him and Tom Holland and Brie Larson was supposed to drive the dang MCU, but Brie Larson is a victim of toxic fan base because I don't know why people don't like women. Who knows? I like Brie Larson. I like Captain Marvel. I don't know what the problem is, but people didn't like her, and then she got tired of the nonsense. Like she got better things to do. All right, sit there taking hate all the time. Chadwick Boseman tragically passed away before his time, and then Tom Holland, he been sitting in the wind, flapping in there, just doing his own thing, and Sony acting out. You know, it's just a whole thing. They can't get their shit right.
Bro, I fucking hate you.
What?
You literally just said what I said last week and slightly remixed it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what happened. You just asked me what you said last week is the answer to the question now. Why did you ask the question? Do you want me to pair what you said last week? It's the same thing.
Plagiarism.
It's not plagiarism. But it's true. It's like Letitia. Now they could put Letitia Wright in the forefront. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. Like, what is she doing?
Who knows? I don't know. Letitia might be done as well. The way they went after her. I mean, the way everybody went after her when Wakanda Forever came out. It's like, nah. If you're a woman and you work in Marvel, and all of a sudden you get powers or you the hero, people don't really fuck with you. Like, I'm glad Iman Vellani isn't getting any slander, so thank goodness for that. I mean, nobody's going after Lupita. Lupita's in good graces right now because she got dumped and she's just been going on a fuck you spree on Twitter. I mean, Twitter
that's right.
Instagram. So she kind of safe at the moment. I mean, they even did the same thing to Tatiana Maslany for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like they maybe should have tapered off. I really feel like they just need to go away for a little bit. Re-strategize.
Anything right now?
Who, Letitia?
Yeah, I mean she got projects. She's working. I'm just saying Marvel-wise, she's not tied to anything.
Yeah. I mean, they're not thinking. You got to remember also, Kevin Feige is oversaturated. I really feel like if there was no Marvel stuff on Disney Plus, we would be fine. The MCU would be fine. Because now it seems like, yeah, some of Phase 4 had to be made, but do we really give a shit about an Echo show? Is Echo going to go any further in the MCU?
Here's my problem. Correct. So
hold on, wait. Let me finish this real quick because I only feel like this show is really only a set piece to set up Daredevil Born Again because Charlie Cox is in it. I don't know if you watched the trailer that they dropped today, but see Daredevil for all of 2 seconds, and obviously you see Kingpin.
So here's my problem with some of these. I love Marvel shows. I like the idea of Marvel shows, but they need to matter. Like Moon Knight, as much as I like the show, does that show matter? Is he going to come up? No. If he's not going to go anywhere, then no. He's not going to matter. Now, WandaVision mattered. That show, don't change a thing. Okay? Loki matters. What else matters? The shows too? Did She-Hulk matter? Are we going to see She-Hulk again? I would love to see her again. Are we going to see her again?
But you know how it is with She-Hulk. She-Hulk's always been that person where, she's had a book and you don't really see her anywhere else.
Yeah, but she's also a staple Avengers character. She's been on the Avengers team more times than most other characters.
I get that, Samir. But also,
she's also a Fantastic Four alumni either. Also, like she's been on that team for a minute.
She ain't been in the Fantastic Four since the 80s.
She had a good run on that team for a minute. All right, so I'm saying that she's a Swiss Army knife of a character. Everyone likes Jen.
No, she is. She is, but also, like I'm saying, bro, people they don't utilize She-Hulk in the comics as much as you think. Like think about it.
I know how much they utilize her.
Samir, no, let me get this shit off real quick. So before Jason Aaron's run on Avengers, where he put her on the team, where was the last time you saw She-Hulk in like anything big?
You saw her in the prelude. You saw her in the prelude to Civil War II, and then she had a solo right after Civil War II ended.
Exactly,
and that led into Jason Aaron's run.
No,
yeah, it did.
No, bro, Jason Aaron just ended his run last year. He was writing that book since 2018. Civil War II was like 2014, 15.
Nah, it was 2015.
Let me look this up real quick.
Hang on.
16. That's even worse.
Okay. So then She-Hulk's book took place 2017, right?
Yes.
And then how long did that run?
Just under a year.
Okay, so that dropped her at 2018, right? And then when did Jason Aaron take over? 2020?
I believe it was 2018 or 2019.
So then, great. She ran from her solo book, which unfortunately didn't last that long, to the Jason Aaron front. I don't know how long she was on that team, but she was
on the team till the book ended.
Okay, then. So there you go. She had you can track her for the last several years in current Marvel publication. So don't act like she's a D-list character that got limbo. All right, they use her frequently.
I'm trying to find when the hell.
I still think Bendis was wrong for putting her in a coma, though. Goddamn Bendis.
That might have been an editorial decision.
It was dumb. I don't care. Whoever thought that was a good idea should get fired. They ain't put Bruce in a coma.
Bruce got shot in the head by Hawkeye.
Yeah, Bruce Banner got shot in the head. Now, did the Hulk get put in a coma? No, they didn't try to Hulk like that, did they?
He got resurrected and made a mindless drone by the hand. Did you not read Civil War II?
Yeah, I read that.
So you forgot all about that, huh?
I don't care about deadbeat fathers. How about that? He don't matter.
This is what I'm talking about when you be pissing me off. You try to make a point, and then when I shut down your point, I didn't give a fuck in the first place. Make it make sense, Samir.
All right. So, anyways, the reason why that happened was because Bruce Banner himself got shot through the air by Hawkeye. That's why all that went down. If Jennifer Walters got put into a coma because of some nonsense, I might take that. But no, She-Hulk, fully hulked out, got murked. That's what I had a problem with. Okay, they didn't shoot the Hulk through the skull with an arrow. That shot Bruce Banner while he was taking drugs. Suppressed the Hulk. He was at his weakest when they killed him. Fine, makes sense.
He wasn't on any drugs.
Yeah, he was suppressing the Hulk. He was doing experiments on himself to suppress the Hulk.
But he was also about to Hulk out when Clint shot him in the head.
Yeah, well, he was doing something weird to himself. The point is, he wasn't himself in that situation. All right, that's why. In fact, that's why Clint got the shot off. All right, any other time, the Hulk would have caught that arrow. All right, I seen the Bruce Banner get pulled out on and get shot at, and the Hulk catch the bullet. All right, remember that limo? What book was that? That was in during the Inhumans tie-in with Spider Girl. Yeah, and she had teamed up with a bunch of Avengers. Bruce Banner being one of them, and he got into a limo with a bunch of AIM agents, and they shot him, and he hulked out immediately. All right, after the shot rang off, after he got shot. Okay, so no, the Hulk will all the time catch the bullet. Okay, but he didn't catch it that time because Bruce was doing something to it. All right, again, he was at his weakest. It was not normal circumstances, but Jen was ready to go in a fight, gets hit by goddamn War Machine's missiles, and gets laid the F out. That was disrespectful that Bendis did that.
I don't know because I could have sworn
Rhodey got murked, and then his missiles fired off and hit Jen, and she was down for the whole fight and in a coma. I'm like, what the hell was going on? I seen this woman get eviscerated by Wendigo, okay, and still get up.
And that might have been a very specific missile to take out a Titan. I don't know. It's been a minute since we both read Civil War II, so I feel like we both might have to go back and give that a revisit. Just to,
that was silliness. I remember Twitter, and I remember Reddit going sideways because it's like, what's going on with Jen's healing factor? It don't work no more. You know, it was dumb.
Honestly, dude, I think I'm done with Reddit.
Why?
Because people on there are stupid. So,
which thread are you
guys,
on?
It was a Spider-Man thread. Sorry, guys. Quick tangent before we do our reviews. So, somebody said, "What's the worst thing that happened to Spider-Man?" Somebody said, "Ultimate Spider-Man." I hate Brian Michael Bendis. I'm glad they never let him write anything in the 616. So I'm like, my dude. I'm like, no, but you heard the last part I said, right?
Yeah.
So Avengers, New Avengers, Mighty Avengers, Dark Avengers, Secret Warriors.
Right.
What else has Bendis written? It's
but
like,
did you read the comments? But yeah, did you read the comments to that comment though? I bet they tore him apart.
Oh no, I was the one who tore him apart. I'm at like 280 something likes right now.
Okay, so why would you say you hate Reddit when people backed you up and threw a like?
It's not just that one. I only brought that one up because it was comic book related. The other one's
I feel like if you write out the entirety of Reddit though, that doesn't make sense.
Okay,
Reddit is the best
Reddits I'm in. Is that better? Is that
yeah?
Better?
You win. Okay, yeah. Don't act like Reddit's the problem. You the problem. You the common denominator here.
How am I the problem? It's the people in the subreddits who say stupid shit. Like this one guy, he's just been going in on Will Smith this whole time. I'm like, yo, bro, did Will Smith fuck your mom in the 80s or something? It's like,
what?
Seriously.
Again, what subreddit are you in?
This is the Brilliant Idiots subreddit. It's like, what does Will Smith have to do with the Brilliant Idiots podcast?
I don't know. I don't follow Brilliant. I don't know who they are. Okay, but
Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz.
Oh, well, they talk about stuff like that all the time.
But so they already talked about it. Samir, he just like spamming it. Then I went to his profile.
You're tired of that situation. Now, everyone else isn't. Everyone else is still making jokes about it.
He getting downvoted. He been getting downvoted a lot.
Well, probably because he said something dumb
from the subreddit. No, he just posted a bunch of dumb shit. Like, bro, he posted one. He was like, what was it? Soft rap versus thug rap. So he did like a clip of Will and Tupac rapping. Somebody said a live rap versus dead rap. But yeah, so sometimes Reddit makes me sick. All right,
I think a bunch of idiots shouldn't take you away from a whole platform. Reddit is a large, vast platform, and to quit it because of a couple of comments doesn't make sense. Just saying,
Samir. But in the words of Hank Hill, I don't have an anger problem. I have an idiot problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's enough to take you off a platform, you're not going to survive because there's idiots everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm usually good at avoiding those idiots. I ain't come across no stupid idiots yet on Twitter. But then again,
what you talking about? Are you on Twitter? What you mean you ain't? Are you serious? Twitter's way worse than Reddit.
Yeah, but it's not like I go on a deep dive and like look at like what's trending and shit. Like I just look at the people I follow's tweets. That's it.
Yeah, but then look at the comments of those tweets. I bet you there'll be some stupidity in there.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
I mean there might be, but I don't really do it. I really don't.
Okay, so don't sit there and the fact man, you can go ahead and not do that in Reddit then.
Just look at, articles. No, because what I do is I scroll the feed just like Twitter. Then there'll just be that one dumbass post that comes right up.
You can forget those posts. Like you're blaming Reddit for your inability to let something go. It just seems kind of weird. Just saying, it's a weird take. All right. So are we doing all the Marvel news? Because we can talk about a little bit of BlizzCon announcements.
I thought you didn't have no more stories, man. Why are you trying to keep it here? I got shit to do.
Well, you could have said that. Now you've been rushing me the whole time, but normally our episodes are 2 hours.
Samir, I told you when I text you, it's 8:00 good. I got something to do tonight. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
You didn't give me
I even
time.
said it on.
You didn't give me time. You said
it's 9:00.
So your time is 9:00. You need to go. You need to go at 9:00. When is your thing?
Dude,
when is your thing?
I'm saying
when is your thing?
They already started.
Then why didn't you say that? Why didn't you push the episode back? I tell you all the time. Let's reschedule. Yeah.
Samir, once again, I have to edit these podcasts. Okay, I don't want to be editing on like late Saturday night. I like to go to sleep. I like to fucking play Super Mario Wonder. I like to do other shit.
As do I.
But no, the plan is to leave the house by like 10:30, 11 o'clock. That's why I'm not trying to do a 2-hour episode. So please do the BlizzCon stuff. And
right, well, we can go ahead and be done with it. We'll just skip BlizzCon then. Go ahead. You want to just do something else?
What? Bro, just get into it. Do it.
We can go to our reviews now. Go.
Samir.
Sort of reviews. Yeah. You want to leave? Let's go. I'm going to get you out of here. Let's go do the reviews.
All right. Quick bit of news. So apparently Doctor Who is being rebranded as Season 1 when Ncuti Gatwa comes into play sometime next year. I don't know why. Just keep it going with like series like 15 or whatever. I mean series 14. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get into these Doctor Who reviews. All right. So we're reviewing episodes 4, 5, and 6. All right. Episode 4. What was episode 4? Samir, help a brother out.
Let me see. Hang on. Episode 4 was the Santorum.
The Santorum stratagem. Oh yeah, so yeah, Martha came back, my dude.
Yep. And that's the next episode.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. 3 through 6.
That was this episode. Yeah. So
so we got to do Planet of the Ood because it was 3 through 6. Yeah. So what did you think of Planet of the Ood? So once again, we were not on Earth.
Right, we weren't. When you look at fictional races, it's really interesting to look at their anatomy and wonder why it makes sense, if it makes sense at all. Like, as much as I like centaurs, they make no sense anatomy-wise. Their spine is in an L shape. There's all kinds of nonsense there. The Ood is one of those creatures. What the heck? How would something evolve to keep its brain in its hand? How does that make sense? What is the advantages of that? Why do they have, 2 arms and 2 legs? Maybe they should have been a little more inventive. Maybe they should have made them more insectoid, or more cephalopod-like. I'm just saying it would have been
Samir,
cool.
Because this way you can get a bunch of extras and put them in an Ood suit.
Yes, exactly. But now you have something that doesn't make sense on a scientific scale. But it's all silliness.
My dude, where the fuck be this energy for Star Wars and Star Trek?
Oh, no, you don't remember when Star Wars got ripped apart when they put when the promotional poster for Force Awakens came up and there was a Phillips head screwdriver in there, a Phillips head screw. Yeah, that stuff like that happens and people rip it apart. And this is one of those situations also. Anyways,
what the fuck that got to do with aliens not being being humanoid?
No, they can look humanoid to a certain degree. That's fine. The issue is keeping your brain, something very squishy and vulnerable and tied to your existence, out of your body, unprotected, in your hand. Like how do they hold this thing to their body? What do they walk around with one hand? Is one hand always occupied? That's what I'm getting at.
This is our second time seeing the Ood, and their one hand is always occupied. So I'm gonna go and say yes.
That sounds terrible. Like it would have been really cool if they had like maybe 2 vestigial limbs coming out of their chest that held and manipulated the brain for certain tasks. That would have been kind of cool. It would have took some budget. Unfortunately, this show never has that. But whatever.
No, stop with the slander, because I told you multiple times. For some reason, when Matt Smith came in, that's when the budget got bigger.
So then, exactly, it's a budget thing.
Yes, but you said that it never had.
I didn't see
Doctor Who I know, but Doctor Who got Disney money now coming up. So,
thank God.
This episode was very heartbreaking because of the simple fact that these people were torturing the Ooze and cutting off their second brain, which was basically the connection to the high brain.
It's funny. You had a black guard captain and a South Asian executive assistant watching this oppression go down.
She was in episode 2. She was Queen Jamila. She was in Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
Okay.
Once again,
anyways,
we don't know if these people are human. We just know they look human. We don't know if they're from Earth. You got to remember, this takes place in like the year 4000 something.
Yes, they do. So that's what I'm saying. So I was about to get to that. So they're so far in the future that stuff like that don't even compute to them anymore.
Yeah, nah.
It's like that. You can't even. You
want them to be like, no, this is wrong. Hey, it's right. We must free the Ood. They're like, nah, it's 4126. We need slaves.
Yeah, exactly. Black guy whipping the slave. Like, what is this? What is going on here? Anyways, yeah. That's
so
the
the
thing.
Ood decided to clap back, and they broke the circle, bro. That one Ood, I'm like, yo, props to him, yo. He basically did what Lance was doing to what's it Lance? I think it was Lance. What Lance was doing to Donna. He was poisoning that guy and slowly turning him into an Ood.
So I got a question. Why is there a male pattern baldness problem in year 4000? I feel like we can manipulate our genes to the point where we can get rid of stuff like that.
I don't know, bro. Maybe he ain't got no hymns. This episode of the Angry Blerds podcast was sponsored by For Hymns. Having erectile dysfunction? Go to For Hymns.
It seems like he has money, so it's like I don't see why that would be a thing. Anyway, this is me nitpicking. Point is, episode was fine. It was I like how gross the aliens looked, so that was cool. The guy pulled his mask off and coughed out his brain. Yeah, they're definitely pretty grotesque. And
I mean, the coughing out the brain. The coughing out the brain was the one thing. I was like, ugh. All right.
Also, did that brain eat that guy? Or did he just fall into the brain matter? What happened?
It zapped him or something like that. He remember?
No, the doctor, the resistance fighter got pushed over the railing and fell into the brain. What happened to him?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe the brain absorbed him. Because remember, it opened up and he kind of, I don't know. He just
what people don't know is that what people don't know is brain matter, when not preserved in fluid, is actually rather gelatinous. If you remove someone's brain from their skull and put it on a table or something, it would crush itself under its own weight. It would go flat. Brains are malleable and jelly-like. So if that was what happened, then there's a foreign body inside the brain. And is that going to cause damage?
You know, for someone who loves science fiction, you sure love to overthink Doctor Who. It's an alien fucking brain.
I mean, the thing with alien anatomy in general, just the basic laws of existence, things can only be a certain size before they collapse on themselves. So I wonder what that thing's made of. So if it's that big and it's still in a shape, it must be made of something harder than jelly. Is what our brains are made of. So how did it open up and do the thing it did? Anyways, I'm just, like I said, it's a nitpick. All right,
we're doing the Neil deGrasse Tyson shit right now. You're doing the Neil deGrasse Tyson shit right now. You know, Interstellar can't work because of. But yeah, the Centauri strategy. I'm going. Yeah, so a girl.
We called it. Martha. Yeah, Martha getting dish ragged again.
Oh my god, she got. Where do you keep pushing this narrative that Martha got dish ragged? He got her a job at you.
And what happened in this episode? What happened in this episode?
She got taken when he went somewhere else.
Something always bad happened to this girl. Something always bad happened to this girl.
Oh, you mean as opposed to looking into the heart of the TARDIS and almost dying, and then getting saved and then getting stuck on a parallel fucking planet?
She got everything.
You think so? Martha got everything she wanted too. Martha is engaged. Yeah. Did you not see that rock? Did you not see the rock?
I saw it.
Did you not smell what the rock was cooking? Exactly. So what? What? Martha got what she wanted. She got a doctorate. She got a nice fancy job at UNIT. She got a man.
Yeah, still.
What more do you, Samir? What more, bro? If the doctor,
I want her not to get captured every damn episode she in.
She didn't get captured every episode she was in. This is probably like Martha's second time being captured.
Bro, it's her third because the next one happens in the next episode. The next two-parter.
No, I was talking about up until the next. Yeah, until.
Anyway, I digress. All right, so the villain this time around are the Centaurans and the Centaurans.
Centauran.
And a teenage incel fetus child thingy. All right.
He wasn't an incel. He was just a very.
He was an incel. He was an incel. That dude.
He wanted to leave the planet. What are you talking about?
Breeding program.
Samir. That was the Centaurans. They gassed him up and told him to do all that stuff.
Man, he was a little entitled little snot. I mean, he turned around in the end, but man, F that guy. Weirdo.
This man was rich, so. Yeah, I mean, he was the odd kid out. He probably got punched in the face in school a lot and, didn't really have any friends. And he was a genius. And so he made this Atmos system, with the help of the Centaurans. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, Martha did get kidnapped, as Samir likes to point out, and got cloned. And before you even say anything, yes, the doctor knew it wasn't her the whole time.
Yeah, he said
was
that.
just
and the
yes, he
smell.
was just playing dumb. Yes. All right, so Donna went home for a bit reprieve. That was one of my favorite scenes. Like, bro, she was like, "Yeah, I gotta go," and he was like, "Well, I could take you here and there." And he was like, "Oh, so you just meant you were gonna go home and come back?" Like, yeah, man, you a fucking idiot. So the doctor reunited with Wilf after only seeing him that one time on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So yeah. The next episode, the Poison Sky. So, man, some Centaurs came down, took off the helmets, looking like baked potatoes with guns.
Well, I was thinking penises, but yeah.
Why, bro? How does that? I don't even want to know. Shut up.
Little skinless head.
It's more like a potato.
But I guess.
Yeah, Samir. Yeah, Samir's a walking dick. So the Martha clone dies, and Martha said, "Bitch, give me back my ring."
She said it nicely, and also so another thing I can't get about the Doctor. It's like he'll give everybody a chance. These Centaurums needed to go. All right, they needed to go. They checked Earth so hard. They checked them to their face repeatedly. They were going to exterminate the entire population of the Earth, and he want to give them a chance. They ain't nah. And then when he went there and checked them, they checked him back. It was like, yo, do it, go ahead. I did. I double did. They were G'd up, and he stood in one press the trigger. All right, what's the deal with the Doctor? What the hell?
Once again,
makes no sense.
He doesn't want to kill.
That ain't the point.
He wants to kill.
I'm sorry. Anyone in his position doesn't have the right to enlightenment. To quote Avatar loosely, by the way, Avatar: The Last Airbender. All right, you don't get to have enlightenment and peace. All right, if you want to be the defender and stick your nose in everyone's business, then you got to make the hard decisions. All right, if you want to be all peaceful and shit, go out to the side.
Technically, Martha got him in this business. Because remember, she called him. He was minding his own business, traveling with Donna.
I'm gonna jump forward an episode. There's always a choice. Then jump back this episode. Okay, he chose to stay there. All right, and he went, "Oh, I don't like guns," or blah blah this, blah blah that. Hey, I'm gonna give you a chance to surrender. They ain't want to surrender. That's not their program. That's not their society. They don't surrender. They die to the last man. And he knew that. But he said that on the suicide mission, the guy has a death wish. All right? Dragging Martha along with him and Donna, getting people killed.
Stop it, man. All right.
So and so died. He turned it around in the end, and he was a hero.
Stop calling him an incel. He was not an incel. He just wanted somewhere to belong.
That girl looked at him like, breeding program. This ain't a date. He got friends on by his own cult member. Yo, that's pretty effed up. Okay.
All right.
So
episode 6.
Okay, so I have a question about Doctor Who as a whole. Are there any physical advantages to being a Gallifreyan? Other than two hearts,
3 dicks.
No, I'm saying
it's like you want an extra dick.
So the thing is, though, when you have extra things, they get to work together. What does this extra heart in the body do exactly?
I don't know. I don't think they've ever gone on.
Does it pump blood faster?
It might. Bro.
Then I don't think. Can he run? Can he run longer, harder? Can he lift more? Like, is there some type of cardiovascular advantage to having 2 hearts pumping blood in tandem?
Why the fuck did you just describe the $6 million man?
I'm wondering because Dr. Jenny was kicking all kinds of ass that Doctor never did. No doctor did what she did. All right, girl came out swinging with them hands at every moment. All right, flip the
Samir.
Yeah.
Did you forget the part where he said when they took his DNA, they programmed every single form of war and combat into her?
Okay, so with that being said, she was the only one doing all that stuff, though. All the other soldiers weren't doing it. She's the only one.
I don't know. Maybe that is the perk of the Time Lord of being a Time Lord, having the 2 hearts. So and super increased stamina. I don't know about strength. I don't know about speed. I don't know.
I don't know. 2 hearts, you would not get tired. It's like you would be able to pump so much oxygen to all your muscles and organs. Like what's the advantages of those 2? Like, why do they have 2 hearts other than to be weird? You know?
I don't know, bro. It was the '60s. I don't think they fleshed out the physicality.
Right, but they should have fleshed it out by now. They should have fleshed it out by now. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Like,
maybe Moffat did. I don't know. But so how did you feel about seeing Lady Vivian from Merlin?
who?
Didn't you watch Merlin?
I watched. My wife watched it. I watched it back and forth when they walked in and out of the room. Who was Lady Vivian in Merlin?
Jenny, Georgia Moffat.
Okay.
Bro, I thought you said you watched Merlin.
No, my wife did. She liked Merlin. I walked in and out of the series, and I watched like a few episodes sitting next to her. That show's pretty. It's something.
Right.
It's definitely a product of its time.
Well,
Very crappy ending. And a shitty ending.
I definitely would have liked to see more of the Doctor's daughter and wife, because small fact, this is Peter Davidson's daughter, who was the 5th Doctor, and David Tennant's wife.
What, Jenny?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question. Like, did she ever pop up again?
No, but there are some audio stories with Jenny in it. So she was yeah. I told you they do the audio dramas, like the whole War of the Worlds thing. Like, John Barrowman has done a bunch of them. There's a lot of like David Tennant has come back as the Doctor multiple times to do these audio plays. Like, they're like sometimes they're little intricals that take place in between like episodes. So like there'll be one with him and Donna, one with him and Rose. Eccleston still does them despite his beef with Doctor Who. I think even Paul McGann has done some, and he played the Doctor in the movie. So yeah, what you think about this episode, man? Martha got a half killed because she don't know how to watch where she walking.
Yeah, he told her, "Yo, don't go out there. Yo, it's dangerous. Yo." And then
I'm gonna go. And yeah, it's like, damn, Martha. And once again, so like I said, Donna is my favorite companion, in the simple fact that Donna had to knock some sense into the Doctor's head and say, "Yo, this is basically your daughter, dude. So you can pull that same shit Goliath pulled in Gargoyles, but guess what? She got 2 hearts, just like you."
It's funny how you hold the Doctor to a higher standard than Bruce Banner.
Here's the difference, Samir.
Yeah.
You find every 2 seconds to shit on Bruce Banner. Yes, I said what Bruce did was wrong. So, no, I hold him to the same standard. No. For you, the standard is Doctor's here. He got a daughter, so he's dropping a little bit, but he kind of came back up. Bruce Banner is at the ground. Bruce Banner is in hell.
Yeah, he is.
But, yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I really wish I would have got more Jenny. I really hope Georgia Moffat or Georgia Tennant comes back and does another episode. Bro, she's only 38.
Not likely.
Why not? What you mean not likely?
I'm not seeing anything on her film credits.
I know she doesn't come back. I said hopefully one day she comes back. She can come back with Shuti Garth like, "Dad, you're black."
Yeah, she has. She's been appeared 2000, 2008, 2014. She's But actually, hang on. Oh, then here we go. Okay, so then she's also been in a bunch of other things. So Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, Doctor Who, The Legacy of Time. Jenny, the Doctor's daughter, is still running. Doctor Who. Oh wow, that's pretty recent. 2023. Doctor Who wants to feature the artist at the end of time. Jenny again. Okay, so she's been doing a lot of radio things as Jenny. So there you go. She's still the character technically.
I know. I said that earlier.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were still producing them up until 2018, 2019, 21, 2023.
I just told you John Barrowman did one like last year for Torchwood. It's like you hear me, but you don't be listening.
I'm not talking about John Barrowman. We're talking about Georgia Tennant. I'm not saying that they don't still make the radio specials. I'm saying that she appears in them frequently, or regularly, yearly. So she probably has one planned for next year if this schedule.
Maybe, but yeah. So I really want to go to the Doctor Who experience. I might, throw a stack down and go to the UK.
So is this the last we're watching Doctor Who? Are we caught up for the special? Is this all we got to watch?
We have to finish this season. So 4 episodes next week, 4 episodes after that will be done, and then the first special will be airing the week after.
I hope so, because I have to say, some of these episodes aren't needed. You don't need to watch all these episodes.
You don't Agatha Christie next week?
No, she's not. Is she gonna do anything to the spot? Because we can skip episode 7. Is Agatha Christie important?
I believe it leads up to the finale. I think it has something to do with the ramifications of the finale. I can't really remember. Like I said, it's been forever and a day since I've seen these. And
then we have Silence in the Library, The Forest of the Dead.
Yes, that one. That's River Song, my dude. River Song. Song.
So River Song jumps in. So that's an important episode. So
that's a 2-parter.
So Forest of the Dead and Midnight are 2-parters.
No, Silence in the Library and Forest of the Dead are 2-parter.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So
and then Left Turn, apparently. How does she come back again? Are they gonna explain that?
Who, River?
No, Left Turn. Freaking Rose. How's she gonna...
Oh, yes. It will be explained when this season is done. It'll be explained when this season is done. Quit spoiling shit. All right. So what do you want to do now?
Yes. It's not spoiled for me.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
We can review Five Nights at Freddy's.
All right. So, Five Nights at Freddy's, obviously based on the video game franchise that came out 9 years ago at this point.
Video game and novels. Don't forget the novels.
Samir.
Yeah.
If you actually let me get to that, instead of cutting me off every 2 seconds when I'm talking, I was going to say that spawned a media franchise that was created by Scott Cawthon. All right. So, this is the first and apparently was supposed to be a franchise of films. And this was directed by Emma Tammy, written by Scott Cawthon, Seth Cuddeback, and Emma Tammy. And stars Josh Hutcherson, Elizabeth Lale, Piper Rubio, Mary Stuart Masterson, and Matthew Lillard. So, we pretty much know the deal with Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a guy named Mike. He gets a job as a security guard, working in a quote-unquote, Freddy Fazbear's, which is basically, obviously, a, that universe is Chuck E. Cheese. And basically, his whole job is don't let anybody break in. The owner seems to have an issue with letting go of this place, despite the fact that it's been closed for over 30 years. So, apparently these animatronics have been coming to life and killing people over the course of XYZ amount of years for anyone who breaks in. And you eventually find out the dark, gruesome tale that somebody kidnapped 5 children, killed them, and placed their bodies in these animatronics. And now their spirits are possessing these animatronics, murdering people. And they want Mike's sister to join them. All right. Mike eventually meets a lovely police officer named, what was her name? Vanessa, I believe? Yes, yeah. Vanessa. And shit goes left. And all I can say why Matthew Lillard always got to be the bad guy?
Because he plays the bad guy really well. He's not always a bad guy.
I mean, but bro, this is like this in Scream. I've never wanted to punch Matthew Lillard more in my face. I mean, more in the face in my life.
I mean, he was a good guy in Hackers, Scooby-Doo.
I mean, no one remembers Hackers. The only thing I remember about that movie is Angelina Jolie and Johnny Lee Miller.
Oh, there's other things. Matthew Lillard also. And also
he redeemed himself in 13 Ghosts. But yeah, he still almost got Tony Shalhoub and his family killed. But yeah, so
anyways,
yeah, thoughts and feelings on the movies.
So here, I don't know at this point if this
because I'm calling it because I already said Samir was going to shit on this movie, and that's why we're reviewing it. So go ahead.
I don't know if this film could be properly adapted. Anyways, it's like if you ever played the game, even briefly, you're playing a security guard who has to monitor a bunch of screens and make sure he doesn't get snuck up on by the characters, the animatronics. And if you let them sneak up on you, they come into the room, they kill you, they put you in a flap trap, suit, and you're stuck in there. You're dead, right? So the problem with that is the game is called Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Okay, so the bulk of the game setting and all the action and events happen at night on the job at the security place, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Why do we have so many daytime sequences in this movie? And then the main character spends all his time at the Five Nights at Freddy Fazbear's sleeping, having weird dream sequences. It's like, huh? I gotta say, excuse me. I gotta say, if you actually break up the action and see who does what in this movie, the animatronics do little to no killing at all. They have one scene, and it's all done off screen, actually, except one scene where they do the shadow and they cut the lady in half. That was it. And then the freaking...
It's a PG-13 movie.
Exactly, though. It's like, what's the game rated? That's the other question. What are the games rated?
I think they're rated E because you don't actually see any murder.
Is it E? It could be E. Let's find out. I mean...
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're rated E. Going to Google real quick.
Yeah, go to Google.
Google for Five Nights at Freddy.
Rating.
It says 12 plus on the Apple Store.
Okay.
Here we go. Nintendo.
Age rating.
T for teen. T for teen.
T for teen. So, okay. Maybe. So, all right. So, here's the thing. So, you're right. Okay. So, it didn't necessarily need to be rated R. So, that's an argument you can make there, right?
Plus, you also got to remember, they still want to keep this viewable for their audience.
Right. Okay. So, then that's fine. So, that's fine. But the suspense is like, because there's tons of movies that are scary. Like the first Conjuring and even Conjuring 2. Those movies are scary. They're PG-13. They're heavy with suspense and jump scare. Yeah. Have you not watched them?
No. Super
like
horror,
that's that comment. I see. There you go. That's the issue. Supernatural horror. What the heck? Anyways, I digress. So the suspense was non-existent.
First Conjuring was rated R.
Really? But Conjuring 2 was PG-13, wasn't it? Okay, there you go.
All right, that one was as well.
Really?
They're both R. I just went on IMDb.
That's crazy.
Rated R.
Funny story. Nobody dies in those films. You know that, right? They don't kill any characters in those films. That's wild, right? Why? Yeah, it's a waste order already. So what the heck? That could have been PG-13. Like, what is it rated R for?
Probably language. Did anybody fuck in those movies?
No sex, and the language is pretty mild. Maybe they dropped a couple F-bombs here and there. They could have took those out.
Yeah, you know the rule. One F-bomb for a PG-13 movie, anything.
Right, but those movies aren't known for their swearing. Anyways, get off subject here. The point is, the movie had no suspense whatsoever. None whatsoever. And then the kids spent half the movie playing with the animatronics. They didn't do any killing. It's like,
I wouldn't say half the movie. That was like all of 10 minutes, my dude.
Bro, they spent more time playing with the little girl than they did killing anybody. Most of their screen time was done playing Fortnite. And then, here's another thing. During the dream sequence, when the kids attacked him, instead of cutting him up, why didn't they have the animatronics do that? And not the kids?
Because he was asleep.
Right. But now you have the act of slashing the main character to the kids and not the animatronics. They did nothing with these animatronics. They underused them.
I don't know. Maybe they were trying to go with the Nightmare on Elm Street aesthetic because him trying to, go back into his deep memories and find that hidden memory. So it would make more sense to see a bunch of random kids in at that park as opposed to four big ass animatronics.
Yeah, but it just another thing is that so the plot in itself, the motivation of the characters were all kind of silly. Like, why is he losing his house if he's getting social security checks for his little sister? Like, if the aunt was trying to collect the checks, if that's what her motivation was supposedly trying to do, why wasn't he collecting the checks and paying his bills? Why was he getting evicted?
Samir probably wasn't making enough money, bro. So I don't know how much mortgages are, but as someone who did receive social security checks, it wasn't a lot.
No, but I mean that's
like $400 a month.
I'm just saying he could have probably still, then why make that the aunt's motivation if that's the case? I don't know. Point is, the motivation.
He probably just said that. We honestly don't know the aunt's motivation. We know what he perceives her motivation to be, because she never said why she wanted
that. Makes her character. That makes her character worse.
How? She might want because she probably knows her nephew ain't shit, and he still ain't shit. And she probably knows all the financial burdens of that house, and she's like, "Yo, let me take this burden off of you." But hey, everybody hates whatever the fuck because you smell like cigarettes.
She do smell like cigarettes, and she was trying to get the guy killed. She did try to hire people to murder him. She is a bad person.
No, what? She tried to get him fired. What the fuck?
No, she said kill. Do you remember that part? She tried to get those people to kill him. Like the lawyer was not trying to be there for that conversation. She's actually a bad person.
Bro, did she say kill him? Because I remember he was like, I don't need to be hearing this.
She did. Go back and watch that scene if you want to. She tried to kill him. She's a goddamn criminal. All right?
No, I'm looking at it right now on Wikipedia. Meanwhile, Jane hires a gang which includes Abby's babysitter Max to vandalize the restaurant in order to get Max fired.
No, that's what they ended up doing. But she also floated the idea of killing him too. Out of her mouth, she said, "Can you kill him too?" So they ended up, that was the thing they decided on was vandalizing. Anyways, I digress. The character motivation was silly. The exposition dump through Vanessa's character, who happened to be the daughter, made no sense. It's like, why are you here? Shouldn't you be doing cop stuff? Like, what? Anyways, this series is just wonky. I don't know how you can have any fun with this movie other than how bad it is. That's fine, but it's not scary or gory or, it's mildly kooky at best.
All right.
Matthew Leonard was great. As always. So no notes.
A few notes. This movie is actually a culmination. Well, not a culmination, but an amalgamation of all the Five Nights at Freddy's stories or from the games. So, like, literally, Vanessa doesn't show up until like the fourth game. I did some research. So it was just like, did y'all think y'all were only getting one movie?
Right. Y'all burned all the content.
Yeah. This is a worldwide franchise that is spawned from somebody who had a serious bout with depression because his last game didn't sell well, and he just did this one like for shits and giggles.
Oh, good for him. So here's the thing. The first game is only 2.5 hours long. All right?
Yeah.
And
so that could have been a movie right there.
Right. But the thing is, though, the entirety of the game is literally you sitting in front of the monitor doing this. That's all you're doing. There's nothing.
Yeah, you got to flesh the story out, obviously.
But all this fleshing out, that's what we got in this movie here. The story getting fleshed out, and it was dumb.
No, Samir, no, you just leave it about Mike. Don't add Vanessa in there or anything. So, I like I said, I never played the game, but I did read the synopsis of it. So, you end the game with Mike getting fired, just like in the game. You end the movie with Mike getting fired, just like in the game. So, I don't know if like the second game has a different character or what, but obviously they set it up for a new person to possibly come in and watch the place, because although Matthew Lillard's character got fucked up, he ain't dead.
No, I think he does die, right?
No. This is okay, so never mind, bro. At this point, So the plot for the second game is more or less the same thing. So the player assumes the role of Jeremy Fitzgerald, a night security guard working at Freddy Fazbear's pizza location. An unnamed staff member calls Fitzgerald to the phone to provide. So basically the same shit. But now the animatronics feature facial recognition software connected to a criminal database with the purpose of protecting children from harm. So if they would have just stuck with the plot of like the first game and just left it with Mike, but obviously flesh out his story, don't even include Vanessa, it's possible that, it could have been better. I mean, but we're doing that thing that I try not to do. Like, we're writing the fucking movie and we're not writers.
The issue is Vanessa was an expedition. She delivered the expedition to Mike.
Yes,
and he
I know.
figured out he didn't have to figure anything out in the movie because she told him everything. It was just bad,
but
to be honest.
But you know how that happens in the game, right? Like the previous security guard leaves like a tape recorder that gives you all that exposition.
They could have did that.
They could have did that exactly.
Can we talk about that stupid dream sequence?
You had to give him a love entrance, bro.
It's like
damn dream sequence.
Because it's most of the movie. That dream sequence is 70% of this movie. All right. The lady knocks the Coke over on the side of the table. Why she had to wipe that up? It fell on the ground outside. Where you wiping up, lady?
Damn, Samir. Sometimes people don't like to leave messes. You messy
It
bastard.
was on. You can't wipe up grass. They were outside of the picnic table. The thing fell over. Oops. Why did you have to run off and not watch your kid to wipe it up? So it makes no sense. Anyways. This whole thing could have, honestly, this movie could have been retooled. They should have retooled the script. I think this could have been a lot better than it was, but people like it. It's making money. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
last time I checked, it was like at 80-something million.
It's at a lot. It's at a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, like Jared was talking to me about it. He's like, "Yo, man, it ain't looking good for Five Nights at Freddy's." I'm like, "Bro, that's only the domestic numbers. Give it some time." And that movie jumped up like I don't know what. That movie is at $154 million worldwide.
Yeah, and that's the second weekend, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and plus it's on streaming already, so I don't know how those numbers will be affected, but yeah,
it's only on TikTok, so the only place where you can stream it legally.
Okay, so you said it like that.
Because I thought you was going to say something about the Straw Hat game. But, Samir, rate the movie.
Yes. I gave it a 2.4.
Although I did enjoy some parts of the movie, but some of it did take me out, like his sister drawing like every 2 seconds. It really that gave me Tales from the Hood vibes. I mean, she drew the dead kids.
She drew, she's psychic, which I don't mind. Inexplicable psychic characters, that's fine.
I would like an explanation.
Some movies don't have explanations. Some movies have this psychic characters, and that's fine. You can do that. It's just because it wasn't, the other parts of this movie weren't good. If she's the only thing in this movie that was driving the exposition, then that's fine. But the dream sequence took up too much. I'm sorry. And it led to nothing, to be honest.
Yeah. So, honestly, I'm probably going to give it a 4. I'm giving it a 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, argue something a 4.
I mean, also, this isn't for me. It's just like, hey, man, the kids like it. I mean, if they like it, I love it. But will I ever watch this again? No. So, let's go ahead. What do you want to do first, Loki or Gen V?
We'll do Loki now.
All right. So, we're at the penultimate episode of Loki, man.
Yes.
Thoughts and feelings on episode 5?
I mean, like, everyone's telling her, yo, the TVA needs to kind of be there because it has to hold everything together. And
you're talking about Sylvie being a dumbass?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, it don't need to be there. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. And I'm like...
Then your friend got turned into mom spaghetti.
Yeah, and then when she come in, it's like, yeah, bitch. Yeah. It's like, they were trying to tell you. I'm like, dang.
They say hard head makes a soft ass. But
basically.
So, yes. So, we actually got to see what everyone's original timelines were looking like. B-15 was a doctor. And you can kind of more or less see, like, their how they were in their personalities, with the exception of Mobius. Mobius is I didn't
Casey. Casey was totally like a
no. Casey is that guy who you can go to and he'll figure out a solution. So he figured out a way to break out of Alcatraz. That's what I got from him.
If that was his plan, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because he was the one talking about the boat and the other two seemed like dumb and confused. So they probably were just tag-alongs. So, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Obi is forced to become a college professor because he is a failing author. That was so fucked up, bro. How you gonna take your books to the store and act like you buy and you had them scattered throughout the store, my dude?
I think you put it in the right area, in the right section.
Samir, so what? You think he was going like every other day and putting the book on the shelf? Because she gave him like at least 6 books back.
Right, but I think they're in the science fiction section.
In the sci-fi section?
I think she would, yeah.
It's like, bro, we don't want your book. Get this shit out of here. But so yeah, Loki's time slipping came back, and you found out that Loki's motivations for saving the TVA. Okay, so full disclosure, I really wasn't feeling this episode.
It was fine.
I
liked it.
It gave me some Venom versus Carnage vibes. I just want to be with my friends. Really, bro? So just fuck the timeline and fuck everything else. Yeah, you can't go back to where you originally came from, but this is your life now. But that's your motivation. It's like maybe, add not dying to the mix. And really, the power of friendship is what let him get control of his time slipping.
So yeah, that's a valid reason to get control of time slipping. Attachments and willingness to stay connected to people you care about is a valid reason, Bernard. It's not that cheesy. All right, the power of friendship does matter. Okay,
I get that, but I'm kind of sick and tired of the whole trope of the power of friendship.
Humans and human-like beings.
He's
are
a god. Creature.
He's an Asgardian. They're not gods. They just long live. They're a race under themselves. Okay, he got issues.
My nigga, did you not recall what he said when they got their powers back in the last episode? He was like, "We are gods."
They're not though.
Loki. I know that, but hey, Loki's ego. You tell him that. Let's see if he knows that to yank you up against the wall.
They have a lifespan. They can die. They can die of old age.
I mean, honestly, as someone who's been reading Thor comics for almost 20-something years, I've never seen an Asgardian die of old age.
Odin is old. How did he get old? He was young at one point.
But he didn't die of old age.
That ain't the point.
I never said, Samir, I never said that they don't get old. I said I've never seen an Asgardian die of old age.
So, where's Bor?
Died in battle.
Did he?
He's in Valhalla. Yep.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're right. They don't die. They often don't. They often die on the battlefield. You're correct. But the fact that
that's
they died
the episode. Fuck, you can't wipe up grass. Is where's Bor?
Anyways, the point is he's not a god. He's fallible. This whole series was him learning to be. So yes, him wanting friends is fine. It makes sense. It's the progression of the character. I'm all for it.
I guess. I ain't really got no notes besides, that's fucked up that Sylvie just left Loki there in that mess and went back to her little McDonald's Earth.
She did it. She got torn apart.
No, she didn't. No. Remember, when the loom exploded last week, Loki was left there by himself.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, no. Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah. She
took that tip pad and said, Sylvie, out.
I mean, she escaped. What you want her to do?
Say, get everybody else and escape. Sylvie has been very selfish, like since the beginning of this season. I mean, since the beginning of this series.
She said she was selfish, and then she made.
I know that
prove that he was also selfish.
I know that, but just the reiteration of it, it's just like, come on. I'm just like, you need to go. But yeah, man. Next week is the season finale, so let's get ready to see what the fuck that one executive at Marvel was talking about in that Variety article.
Oh God.
All right. So let's talk about some Gen V.
All right, let's talk about Marie and Jordan.
Stop it, bro. One fucking scene, one little fucking moment every episode since you decided to coin that phrase.
Listen. It was it was the peak of the episode. Their moment was the peak episode. Don't lie to me. Say it.
My dude. So just fuck Marie, realizing, oh, I don't have to just use my blood. I can use everyone else's blood who's dead in this fucking field. That wasn't the peak moment,
yes.
or Homelander showing up. That wasn't the peak moment.
But the reason why that went sideways was because
or Emma realizing she doesn't need to throw up in order to shrink because Sam made her feel small.
All right, you're right. You know what? It's sad that Sam and Emma couldn't be the peak of the episode because I was rooting for them, for Sam and Emma,
or Andre. Knowing that, hey, our powers, no, not that. Our powers are killing us. Dad, you can't do it anymore. Nah, you gotta step up to the plate, son.
Just his powers are killing him and his dad. Not everyone's powers.
No, I specifically said them. I mean, we don't know that yet. I mean, the only person we know outside of those two who's getting killed by Compound V is Billy. Because his brain is turning into mush. Remember that last season? Bleeding out the ears and shit?
Billy isn't a soup.
Yeah, because he didn't take it as a kid, but remember he kept taking that shit to go toe to toe with Homelander and turn.
He was taking temp V. If he took full blown Compound V,
he would have blew up. No, he would have blown
possibly.
up.
Well,
because they showed that was starting in season 2. No, Kimiko was experimenting on for years.
Yeah, she was,
and I think she was also a superpowered baby.
We don't know about that. They haven't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need to flesh out her backstory more. But
anyway,
Maverick got his ass whooped.
He did, but also Emma finding out her powers would work without throwing up. Was she in the room? Yeah, she was in the room. Right?
What do you?
At the end,
you finish the sentence, and I can let you know.
Yes, Emma in the room. Okay.
Yes, so it was 4 of them. It was Emma, Marie, Andre, and Jordan, yeah. Okay,
so yeah, all 3. So yeah, and then oh my god, like the heroes of Godokin were the people who started the goddamn right in the first place. Kate and Sam, like God,
hey man,
dang it! And Homelander, the one time we wanted him to save the day, and he didn't save the day.
It's Homelander, dude.
I mean, I know, but it's like no one stepped in and said, "Listen, you gotta."
You don't. Okay, so you don't think after seeing Homelander on TV for 3-4 years now at this point that he wasn't gonna get a little storm front in him, especially after the way season 3 ended? Really, you attack your own kind?
I don't know if it was race motivated. It was definitely suit versus human motivated. I don't know. It was dumb. Point is, he did not help. All right, and I don't know why Ashley didn't come in and say that's not the ones that was messing stuff up. They protected us. Ashley, no, I mean Ashley's Molly bankrupt, so I get that. Yeah,
Samir, you forgot Homelander's running things now. Ashley's just around to be the face of that.
Okay, that is true. Yes, that is.
You don't remember shit from last season, do you?
I do remember that now, and yeah, so she can't do nothing. So you're right. So really, the only person she can really count on is Vice President.
Really?
No, Vice President. What's
Victoria?
her face?
Noonan?
Yeah. Yes. That's her name. Yeah. So
maybe?
She might be able to get maybe, but Billy possibly he can come and save him.
I don't know. He might be. Did you not see the post-credit scene?
I saw that. Yes, but I don't know where he is in that location. He just said,
"Yeah, well, what did he say? Ain't this some shit or something like that?"
Or egg clumps. I don't know, something that he says. Yeah.
But man, so
that was good. That was good though.
It was a good finale, but bro, I get it. You kind of couldn't kill anybody, but come on, man. People with stronger powers have died from Homelander's heat blast.
Oh, yo, yeah, Marie survived. I was like, no, Marie, and then she survived that. I'm like, yo,
yeah. I got mad at that. I'm like, really? So now plot armor? Like, what's the plot armor?
That wasn't plot armor. That was just organic armor. Her skin did it. She's a little
I get that, But come on, even Andre said, man, other people have taken a blast from a Homelander and died.
She probably solidified her blood under her skin.
Maybe. I don't know. But all right, so end of the season, Samir. Rate the episode.
Okay, so
rate the series overall. Rate the series overall.
So so Jordan Marie at the finale,
bro.
I honestly have very little notes. God, I mean, if I were to think,
and yeah, Kate deserved to lose her arm, a forearm.
Oh yeah, okay. So I mean, yes, Kate is wrong for putting them all. Yes, they're definitely wrong. I still think she was wrong for killing Shetty. Shetty sucked.
Okay, so does that mean go ahead and let these people
oh no, that does not mean
are
that.
Possibly mentally ill run wild and live stream somebody blowing up his own head? Did you forget she live streamed that?
She did. I don't think that was the right thing to do. No. So I'm not saying she's right. I'm saying she's a victim as well. So is Sam, and they just handled it wrong. So, anyways, yeah, she deserved to get her arm blown off, but she's a victim too, and I hope they can all come together and find some type of peace. With that being said, I have literally little to no notes about this series. It's amazing, and I cannot wait for season 2 of Marie and Jordan.
Well, I can't wait for season 2 of Gen V.
Marie and Jordan?
No, Gen V.
Marie and Jordan?
So, you gonna rate the season? Because you...
Oh, I mean, I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a solid 9.
Same here. All right, so the show that we've been waiting 2.5 fucking years to come back has arrived, and damn near an hour-long premiere. Season 2 of Invincible has started. Samir, what are your thoughts on this first episode? So, obviously, as someone who finished Invincible twice, and for some reason can't finish any of the goddamn comic books. All right, episode 1, a lesson for your next life. So, I mean, you obviously got to the Angstrom Levy stuff, so you kind of already knew what was going on, right?
Yeah, I did, and I saw, and I'm trying to remember that part of the comic, but yeah.
It more or less starts the same, but Angstrom Levy obviously comes back, that then leaves again. And then comes back, and then that's his last appearance in the comic. So, but go ahead, say what you were going to say.
No, I mean, how much of I'm trying to draw parallels to the comic, but I haven't read it in quite a while. So, did they show all the alternate universe stuff in the comic as well?
Yes, he was hooked up to a machine with, the only difference was I don't think he brought other hymns to hook up. I think he just used his powers to, kind of like do something with like the consciousness of the other ones. Can't necessarily really remember because it's been a minute since I've actually read it as well. But yeah, so that might have been the only difference. So yeah, man, it's only been a month since the devastation of Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed, but I really feel like the budget has gotten a little bit bigger because, bro, they played a whole fucking Radiohead song. There was no licensed music in this first season of Invincible at all.
That is true. It didn't need any licensed music, but it was nice.
It felt it went with the mood. Yeah,
Karma Police.
So the opening, like Mark is still doing superhero shit, but he's kind of like doing it under the radar. So like he's doing a lot of stuff where he can't be seen, with the exception of that one cop car that got thrown. So they obviously saw him.
Yeah. So he got beat to hell, and he's back. It's like gathering. What is a Viltrumite healing factor like? Like how fast do they heal?
Ooh, it depends on the ass kicking, honestly. So I can't tell you that.
Right. So also, he's obviously stronger now. I don't know about how much he gets stronger by every time he gets beaten. And
it's on some saying shit. You get your ass whooped, you come back stronger.
Yeah, pretty much. And Mark is gonna get strong. That boy is constantly on the ass end of an ass kicking, but he get back up though.
Yeah.
So I wonder, honestly, at this point, Can anyone take him? He's strongest on the planet at the moment.
Yes. And I just looked up Angstrom Livy's bio on fandom. So that was the difference. The machine allowed him to look into the minds of the alternate versions of him, as opposed to bringing them over and hooking them all up to a big ass machine. So one thing that I saw in the comments, and because people are idiots. Oh, we doing some more multiversal shit because Marvel did it first. If you actually read comics, people, Angstrom Levy first.
Multiverses are common.
Yeah, Angstrom Levy first appeared in Invincible issue 16, which came out in August of 2004. So guess what? This happened in the comic. So they're going alongside the comic. So do you want them to deviate from the original story? They can do it a little bit. And, I might nitpick as someone who's read the entire run of Invincible twice. But
also, again, multiverses are common. They're a common thing.
Yeah, Marvel's done it. DC has done it. Like we didn't do Crisis of Infinite Earths on the Arrowverse.
Image did it. Wildstorm did it.
Image has done a multiverse?
I think so.
I don't think Image has done a multiverse. Well, I didn't say Wildstorm because it's part of DC. And the Wildstorm universe has been folded into DC. It's like there's no universe outside of Image that they can connect to. Because Top Cow, all that's still the same. It's just different imprints.
Maybe I think
I think Dynamite is also a part of Top Cow. I mean Image.
Well, okay. You know what? Then there's other. Okay, what about Chaos? Chaos comics is a thing, and they have their imprints in there.
The hell is Chaos Comics?
They what do they do? They do Evil Ernie. I think Savage Dragon. No, that's Image.
That's Image. Okay. Yeah, Evil Ernie's Dynamite now.
Lady Death, Purgatory, Evil Ernie. All those characters are from Chaos.
So Dynamite.
And they do crossovers. I mean, I don't know what they're
a crossover is not a multiversal thing, Samir. We're talking about literally. Not. Yes, we're not talking about crossovers. We're talking about literally a person from this Earth and a person from this Earth come together. Yeah,
it went to Dynamite. You're correct about that.
I know. I bought the most recent run of Evil Ernie.
I met Brian Polito at a con once.
Yes, you told me.
Guy.
You told me. But so yeah, things go sideways and Angstrom Levy's machine blows up, kills all the other versions of him. He gets a super brain that goes from the top of his head to his ass, basically. And now his memories are completely jumbled. He don't know what's real, what's not. And he's blaming Invincible for what happened. And obviously the last Marley twin that lived was like, no, bitch, this was all your fault. And he left. And Mark's mom is obviously still dealing with the grief. I'm glad that the one bully dude, I can't remember who Amber kicked in the nuts in season 1, kind of proved that he's not always a dick. Although I think he only did that just for the clout. But
yeah, basically. That was weird.
Yeah. So
can we get? I mean, I know that he pretty much acted the same way he did in the comic, but I'm like, bro, that wasn't your fault. You did your best, and and the fact that you don't see that you did your best is kind of annoying. I mean, can we get a hero that? This is why I like Scott Summers.
Here we go. Oh,
this is my guy. All right, the guy got his body used and taken over by a cosmic entity, killed his mentor, and guess what? Yo, I didn't do that. That was a Phoenix Force. They take no responsibility for that because he wasn't responsible. Can we get a hero that's pragmatic like that once in a while? Oh, yeah, I couldn't stop all those. Allegedly what? You read the comic. He didn't do it. The point is,
he didn't do it.
Can we get a hero that doesn't fall on the sword for no damn reason? It's like, bro, you said all those lies as many as you could, and you got your ass whooped by a force that you had no business fighting in the first place. All right?
Samir, guilt is a common trait with heroes, so I don't know what the hell the problem is.
I don't know. Maybe we can get a hero that doesn't have any guilt or shame.
There's no such thing.
There it is.
Who? Yeah, you struggle to find that hero for me.
Guilt is a common human emotion.
And it's multiplied when you're a hero.
Yeah.
You know how many fucking funerals Peter Parker has been to? You know how many fucking funerals the X-Men have been to?
A lot.
and for the same people.
Less so.
Hey, Gene, welcome back. Gene goes shit. Let's kill her. Ah, Gene, rest in peace. Gene, you're back.
Well, since the crack coordinates less, but now the crack coordinates is over, so more now. You know.
Yeah. Gene's dead again.
She ain't gonna stay dead. They're gonna. I want to see at the end of this. At the end of the current thing. I want to see what they're gonna do with that. I didn't catch up. Anyways, I digress.
It's 3 years since we've been doing this goddamn podcast.
I digress. I'm just saying. Maybe just come with a different tune to the fiddle about
Look, I can honestly say I'm a little bit mad. No William.
Oh,
no William in this episode.
Didn't he meet the guy and yeah, didn't they fix Buddy and then they started dating?
He still got to go to school. We saw Amber at the school. What the fuck?
Look, I'm waiting for Eve to come in. Just saying.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of that? In the cold open.
Oh, that was cool.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about, bro? He was practicing that on regular civilians.
Yeah,
you didn't hear that part when Omni-Man said that?
I did.
Oh, so that's what you've been doing.
It was effed up. That whole cool. That whole scene in the alternate universe when they're killing everybody. It was cool to see that. Yeah, it was dark.
I can't kill you. I thought I'm like, bro, but you just snapped her neck. Oh, I didn't kill her. I just paralyzed her. The fuck,
dude? She couldn't move anything. It was so bad. Oh my god.
There was another part I wanted to bring up. What was it? Walt Gotten is on the scene again. Yo, fuck the immortal. Yo, fuck you, Abraham Lincoln. Okay, you just don't show up to some kid like, I'm keeping my eye on you.
I mean, the kid has the power to punch the hole in the moon.
He ain't that OP yet. He's like, nah, because your father kicked my ass twice.
Wait till that Viltrumite War. You'll see what Mark can do.
You didn't even finish the book. How the hell you know about the Viltrumite War?
I got to the Viltrumite War. I got pretty far.
Bro, you got like 20 issues left. How you get to the Viltrumite?
Yeah, I got like 20 issues left. Dude, Red Dinosaur came out. And killed a bunch of people. And I was like, oh my god, I'm done for a bit. I'm done for a bit.
Hey, Dinosaurus.
Whatever.
Dinosaurus.
That's the part when he went calling back to what's his face, Cecil. I couldn't take it. I was like, no, Mark, you're better than this. No. And he went back. No. I couldn't read at that point. I was tired of that shit. I gotta read 20 issues of him being a little lapdog of the government. No, F that shit.
No, he leaves and he leaves Earth.
No, he doesn't. Does he?
Yes, he does. He does. I'm telling you what you didn't read.
Word. So instead of working for Cecil, he left Earth. Cause I thought he wanted to go to Cecil.
No. There's some shit that hits the fan. Then he leaves her. There's some shit that hits the. Yeah. No, you gotta read it because some things happen, or like a lot of things, and you're gonna be like, I did not see that coming. But I can't remember what else I was. Okay, so I hope the running joke is over. Okay, we did it 5 times in this episode, and I don't want to see it anymore. Hey, Samir, you look pretty invincible.
Oh, that? No, they're gonna keep doing that.
I really hope they don't. I'm like, come on, man, let that shit go. Just do it in the first episode, and that's it. Well, anyway, so Samir, since this is a 1 episode premiere, we can do an episode by episode review. So, not review, rating. What do you rate this episode?
No so far. I'll give my overall vibe of the series at the end of the series season finale.
You can't do that.
Why can't I?
Because they split the season in half. We're only getting 4 episoos, and that's it till January.
Then let's break the half season then.
Okay, fine. We'll do that then. Because Samir, let's be difficult. So, guys,
be difficult. I couldn't rate Jim V. Why? What the heck?
Because that was 3 episodes that dropped in one time. I'm sorry, 2 episodes, and then you missed the week, so we had to wait until the 3rd episode. That's why.
Whatever. All right.
It was a bulk type of situation. The same reason why we're not rating Loki, because you didn't watch it the first week it dropped, and we had to review 2 episodes.
Okay, fine.
See, I'm making sense, right? Right?
No,
Bernard,
you're
making
not.
sense.
You're not, because
That made plenty of sense, Bernard.
I don't see why rating these, because they're 20-minute episodes. They had a big opening, but they're 20-minute episodes after that. So let's just rate the whole season or half the season. All right. Anyways, let's do the outro. Because you got someone to beat.
I said my part.
Oh, okay. Well, this is Samir, your King in Black.
And that was another episode of the Angry Blerds podcast.
Join us next time. Same Blur channel, same Blur network.
All right, so next week we'll be reviewing episodes 7 through 10 of Doctor Who, episode 2 of Invincible, the season finale of Loki. And
also, we do need to scram in a couple of other shows, I think. Just a couple of the things we need here and there. I think we need to talk about Blue Eyed Samurai at least, and maybe Pluto. Those 2 new shows on Netflix. Those are getting a lot of buzz. We need to talk about it a little bit.
I don't have Netflix.
Then join the Straw Hats. All right. Anyways, so
I don't have the time to join that Straw Hats. I got 58 million things going on at this time. I'm trying to move stuff from a hard drive that's on the verge of being corrupted. I'm still trying to freaking transfer.
You manufacture problems. Anyways, all right. So next week, I'm also going to talk about my first graphic novel, which is Palestine by Joe Sacco, which is a great graphic novel about the experience of Palestine in the 90s. So yeah, that'd be great to talk about.
All right, guys. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Check us out on all the DSPs: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify. Sorry, not SoundCloud. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. I said iTunes. Amazon Podcast, Audible, and wherever else you get your podcasts. iHeart. Samir, tell the people bye. Quit looking at your damn phone. What if they're listening? They don't know what you did.
Live long and prosper.
See what I got to do with y'all? All right. Peace.